G'day everyone, welcome to my home flight simulator. Today we're going to be operating Cathay 530 from Hong Kong to Taipei in the Boeing 777-300. I figured I'd use this as an opportunity to show off my home cockpit setup. It's a bit of a Frankenstein build, and we'll do a full flight. I'll cut out the cruise bit, and we'll do a full startup, full landing procedures, everything. Should be nice. Pretty much everything in this cockpit is fully functional. This overhead panel I've designed myself. It looks like a bit of a mess, but I've got it programmed so I can use multiple aircraft. So if you're interested, I might make other videos where I fly something like the A350, A320, 737. I can fly pretty much anything with this setup. I just recently picked up the wing mirror minor, which I've been using quite frequently for Airbus flights. Unfortunately, my Dayton BST-1 base shaker passed away a couple days ago, so my haptic feedback has diminished. But before I purchase a new one, regardless, I can show off the setup, so I hope you enjoy. Okay, so we're here in the cockpit now, on the ground in Hong Kong, gate Whiskey 63, and I'll just start in the overhead panel. So you can see here I've got everything nicely set up. Pretty much can use any part of the overhead panel in the 777. I don't really have to touch anything with my mouse in the cockpit for this aircraft. When I initially designed the cockpit, I had the 777 overhead panel in mind, so I guess we can just get started. We chuck the external power. There we go. So my display's already running because I had the battery on already. Turn the door pumps on. Start the APU. And I'll have to turn the nav light on. Okay, so now that's all sorted. We'll go to the EFB in the cockpit. I just want to point out that the view from where I'm seated, you're pretty well wrapped into the cockpit. We're thinking, oh, with one display, maybe it's immersion braking. Not exactly. It's actually pretty good. You can see I've got my displays down here on a portable monitor, only about $100. I do use a G27 set of pedals as rudder pedals, which is not ideal, but it certainly does the job. Regardless, we'll move on to the flight plan now. So the EFB and checklists that are built into the 777 are pretty much the only part of the setup that I have to use the mouse, which is fine. I just collect the flight plan. I can get my QNH, which I can set now, which is 1026. So there we go. Thank God. Alright, so we can come down to the FMC here, which I use Avia server, and run it off an iPad because it's kind of pointless for me to get a WinWing FMC or something like that, because I use so many aircraft, so like restricting myself to Boeing or Airbus is kind of pointless. So we're in Hong Kong. Simbrief, low fuel. This interesting object here is my DIY gear handle. Looks terrible, but works great, feels great. That's what matters to me. Over here, we've got going on landing lights. What's our emergency lights? Window heat. It's all on here. Right. That's cute. Now we're departing from 07 right. The Alright, great. My SID is not in my nav data, so we'll just do departure on its own. You should probably start the ADIU just up here. Got a bunch of LEDs wired up. It's an absolute nightmare. We'll get 370 reckons. Set that in the WinWing PAP 3. 370. Yep. Coming down here again, thrust limit. Now, because this flight's only an hour long, I don't want to use too much thrust because this thing is extremely powerful, so we'll just do 10%, but full power climb, flight 5 takeoff, great. Rev speed's populated, so 160. Drop down the FMC. Alright, CG. 4.75 units of trim, so we can set that now. Just use a camera binding to flight controls. Where is it? Here we go. Set that on my honeycomb alpha yoke. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're all set pretty much. Everything's running. It looks, everyone's loaded. It looks good. Speed everything's set up. Alright, so I'll move the camera now, and then I'll do the pushback start, taxi off the runway. There we go. So I've moved the camera now. You kind of see the whole thing. I've also got the got OBS recording the simulator in game, so should be able to see that as well. So just get this aircraft pushed back and we'll start to taxi the runway. So fuel pumps. I don't know why window heat's not working. Hang on. Should be fine. There we go. Start the left and right demand pumps. We will push back. Okay. We use the pushback tool. It's probably like the least realistic part of this whole process. Here we go. I'm using the Boris sound pack, so I'll shut up and listen to the engine start. Starting 2. Roll 1. Bit of a dodge push. Should be right. You go, start a cutout. Right. The engine starts good. AP can come off. All looks fine to me. Flight control test. Full forward, full back, full right, full left. Right rudder, left rudder. Probably should run the checklist, otherwise it's going to have a go at me when we set takeoff thrust. Can't never remember which one it is. So I have to override all these. See you later. Auto brake because of the RTO. Assuming it's clear. Yeah. Alright. Set flaps 5. There we go. So we're going to roll on to 07 right. Takeoff speeds are currently 146, 151, 160. Be mindful of taxiing this thing because you get insanely quick. faced some recording issues, so had to reposition 07 center, same flight plan, everything's exactly the same. So we'll do the takeoff now.
Recycled flight directors. LNAV, VNAV.
Alright, let's run it. Flaps 5, water brake RTO. Lights on. Alright, let's do it. Takeoff. Stable, set takeoff thrust. Checked, thrust set.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
You're up. LNAV. Thrust ref, LNAV, VNAV speed. Tend to hand fly it to about 20,000 feet, but for the sake of this I might turn the autopilot on a bit early. Plus flap 5 speed, so flap 1. Flaps up. And the display clarity here, you want to be able to tell from the camera view behind, but what I can see in front of me is pretty spectacular. Good view. Alright, so I'm going to flick the autopilot on and then come back in cruise and look around. So we're up in cruise now. The visuals are pretty tremendous. Doing 568 knots across the ground, 37,000 feet. Just put the star in for our arrival into Taipei. Should be reaching the top of the descent in about 10 minutes now. But I'll cut to that of course. Yeah, it's good. So we're about to approach the final approach fix for runway 05 right in Taiwan. 100 miles out. Use the speed brake actually to slow us down.
miles out.
$2,500.
Gear down. Speed brake off. Speed brake. 15. So 145 knots. Actually 5 miles out, so figured should get the runway in sight shortly. Land 3. We got speed brakes armed, auto brake is set to 2. Fuck 30, green light, gear down, green light. Sight. Hold on. Thrust. It's 32 knot headwind.
$1,000.
Checked. Little gusty. What's going on there? Did I?
500. 400.
Disregard.
300. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
That's the end of the runway. Now we're down. Spoilers. Not quite. That's the first green. This is the first time I've ever bounced a triple. Of course it's when I'm recording a video about it. Trust me, that's not normal. Come off the runway here, reverse idle. Bring it to a stop into this to cross the taxi threshold. to Taipei. Now, we'll start the APU. Looks fine. So we'll taxi to the gate.
Just rolling into the gate here, Charlie 3, Taipei. So we'll flip the blinkers off. Flaps, already got the flaps up. Turn the taxi light off. Set, so we'll shut down. Push the engine roll back. Yeah. Right. Turn all the lights off and I'll do the shutdown. Well, that's it for that one, guys. Thanks for watching. And, as they say, subscribe. Let me know what you reckon in the comments below. If you want more stuff like this, let me know. I'm keen to do some Airbus stuff, more Boeing stuff in this kind of format. As I upgrade it, I'll make more videos about it, but let me know what you reckon. Have a good one. Peace.